Blam!
Death cakes.
Guys, it's me, Jackson, and my co-host Holden. We're Blam Death Cakes. We talk about movies and shit. Ask me how I'm feeling.
How you feeling, Jack?
I'm pissed off! You know, and I don't get pissed off about movies very often.
Sometimes you do. Quite often, I would say.
But this is a specific situation. This has me pissed off. A lot of people been clamoring about the new trailer for the Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi. Mm-hmm. And I haven't been.
Okay.
Because with that trailer...
Because it didn't look good?
Well, it didn't look good. And with that trailer came some bad news. Billy D. Williams is not going to be in this movie. He is not reprising his role as Lando Calrissian. And that's messed up. I mean, you brought back everybody else. You brought back Nine Numb. But not Lando Calrissian? I mean, come on. And, and it's sad. Carrie Fisher just recently died. She's the same age as, Billy D doesn't have that much time left. Mm-hmm. He drank all those Colt 45s for all those years.
I don't claim you can have a better time with Colt 45 than without it. But why take chances?
I mean, do you think he's healthier than Carrie Fisher? I don't think so. So, I mean, he might not make it till the third one. So it's like, if you're pushing
if you bring him back.
Yeah, if they're like, we're going to bring him back in the third one, he might not make it that far. We want to see Lando Calrissian now. I mean, this would be perfect. You want to see what Lando Calrissian has to say about his best buddy or enemy or whatever, Han Solo, dying.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like I said, he could just easily just be there. Yeah. Because in Rogue One we saw Jimmy Smits. They brought back Jimmy Smits from the prequels, the bad movies. People consider them real bad movies, and they brought him in, and people were like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." But it would be a lot better to have him just be there like he was. At the very least,
just give us a cameo.
That he's just standing there next to Leia. As they're talking about the plans or something like that.
Maybe she's talking to him on a TV or something, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, Cloud City can't afford to commit any more ships to your thing or whatever. That should be the very least. But I'm saying that he's there on set, standing next to Carrie Fisher at her little round table or whatever with the holograms and stuff. Like, he should be right there instead of like Greg Gunberg and the dude from Lost and Nine Numb and Admiral Akbar, but because at the very least, that's the type of purpose he could serve. He could just be like a guy in the Resistance. It doesn't need to be like, oh, he's the main character now. No, but he should be there. He deserves to be there. He was in Empire Strikes Back, and he was in Return of the Jedi. He was a key element of Return of the Jedi. In both those movies.
He betrayed Han Solo.
Yeah. And he is a key element to all of us black Star Wars fans out there. I'm gonna poke the elephant in the room, because it's a black thing, too. Lando Calrissian was our only sci-fi hero for years until, Captain Sisko.
Forgetting about Meteor Man.
Yeah, until Meteor Man and Steel. So, he was our great... And
forgetting about the brother
and
from
all
another
three
planet.
And still, none of those black sci-fi heroes paled in comparison to Lando Calrissian. He was cool. He was Billy D. Williams.
He was Billy D. He had that cool cape. He was, he ran a city.
Yeah.
He was running Cloud City. He was running things.
Yeah. Black people understood why he betrayed him. They were like, oh, he's got to look out for his city,
Yeah. And even though he did betray him, it was still like, well, I'm going to, help them. It was only for the greater good of trying to help them not get killed.
And then he became a hero. He blew up the second Death Star.
Yeah, and he blew up the second Death Star with that one dude. The weird
Nine Numb.
Nine Numb.
Yeah.
Maybe Nine Numb killed him and was like, I took his spot. Nine Numb.
Yeah, maybe he'll take the mask off and he's Billy D underneath. Yeah, so I think...
I know we're getting him in the Han Solo movie.
Yeah, but it's not Billy D. Williams.
But it's not Billy D. And also at the same time, and I'm okay with Donald Glover playing him. I'm excited for that. But I just feel like, as in terms of, like you said, you brought back everybody else.
Yeah, as a fan of Lando,
he was a main character in, especially in the last two. Bring him in, and he could play just a small role.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get to see him one last time as Lando.
Yeah, because, I mean, like you said, Carrie Fisher's passed, they got rid of Harrison Ford's character, by the last movie.
Harrison Ford's going to pass pretty soon if he keeps crashing airplanes into stuff.
Yeah, well, shoot, he's never going to die. He keeps crashing airplanes into stuff. But, I mean, you got, and then, if they bring him back for the last one, I mean, at that point, it's like, then you just maybe have Luke. Maybe Luke dies at the end of this one, whatever. But it's like, it would have been nice to have him in, especially this one.
Yeah,
it's like I can understand maybe Force Awakens. I can understand that just a little bit, because you're setting up a lot of stuff. You
don't want to bring back everybody.
Characters. I can understand that. They kind of did that with Luke too, but I feel like with this one especially, you could have had him in there.
Yeah, you could have given us something. And so because of this, I'm calling for a boycott of Star Wars. Not like the Breitbart boycott. Maybe like the Breitbart boycott, but
not.
We're boycotting Star Wars until they put Billy D. Williams in this movie somewhere. Give us a post-credit scene, something. Or
like you said, she's like contacting him and he's like a blue ghost.
Yeah. Give us a hologram of Billy D. Williams. Give us something. Give us just a scene at the very end of the movie where Billy D. Williams is just like in a chair as himself and he's like, "Hey guys," or something.
"Hey guys, it's me."
It's Billy D. Williams.
Lando Calrissian. Yeah, I mean, because oh yeah, and this isn't like a racist thing. It's like you said, it's kind of a race thing. It's kind of a race thing as to say, like, he was a black character, because we do have Finn in the movie, and like I said, there is Lando in the Han Solo movie. But I think in terms of his legacy and the character
and the actor,
it's very deserving of having him in these movies.
Yeah, very much so.
And it's almost disrespectful that you haven't even like said anything about it, except that he's not going to be in it.
Yeah, so I want everybody who watches this video to get on Twitter and tweet with the hashtag boycott Star Wars until we have Lando or Billy D. Williams rather in the movie. Fuck Star Wars.
All of that in one hashtag.
Yeah, all that in the hashtag.
The last Lando. Hashtag
the last Star Wars movie I ever see, because Lando Calrissian ain't gonna be in it. But anyways, fuck this movie, which I very rarely say about movies.
Are you gonna see it?
It depends on whether the second trailer is any good.
So like at this point you're like, I'm not seeing
At this point, I could be okay with not seeing it, unless somebody's like, oh, well, you got to go see it because they were just lying and saying Lando wasn't in it, and he's actually got a secret role where he's, the last Jedi or whatever.
Yeah, because it probably would have been better just to not say anything.
Yeah.
And then like go see the movie and then be disappointed at that point, as opposed to feeling like.
Yeah, because now I feel like they're intentionally not bringing Billy D. Williams back or saving him for the third one, when it's like, dude, come on.
Yeah, and especially for the third one. Like, if he's not in the third one, it's like, fuck Star Wars completely.
Yeah, that's totally unfair.
It's like, you're kind of ruining all your chances right now by not having him in Last Jedi. But if you completely drop the ball and not have him in,
not have Billy
especially, like I said, since Carrie Fisher's passed, he could kind of fill that void, for, the leader of the Resistance or whatever. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to Leia. I mean, she might, sacrifice herself or something like that. They might do that, but I don't know. But, if you wanted to kind of have a character to kind of, give like, orders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You could have him do that.
Yeah. And it's like
freaking... Nine-Num.
Yeah, it's like they brought back every other freaking person. Nine-Num, Jimmy Smits, Admiral Akbar, the two dudes that were in the bar in the first movie that got their arms cut off. That was like, he doesn't like you. They brought them back in Rogue One. They brought all kinds of people.
They brought C-3PO and R2-D2. They brought back Darth Vader.
Yeah.
They brought back Princess Leia.
Yeah, they CGI'd Princess Leia in there.
They brought back Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah,
they brought back
Tarkin
the Death
from
Star.
The grave. Billy D. Williams isn't even dead yet.
Yeah, he's standing over there.
Yeah, you don't even have to CGI him. He'll be there. And he's always talking about how much he wants to do it. It's sad.
Yeah, when The Force Awakens was coming out, he was like, oh, I'm not in this one, but I'm sure I'll be in the next
second one.
He said, I'm sure I'll be in the next one. You know what? He's not.
And he's not.
Like I said, maybe it was a case that, because they did that to Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill when they brought him back. They were like, you got to get in shape. Maybe they told Billy D. Williams, and he was like, nah.
No, I mean, obviously he wants to do it. So.
I mean, they're old. Why do they have to get into shape? They're old.
Yeah, I mean, Lando doesn't need to be in shape. I mean, I don't care. He could be 500 pounds and be like, I'm the mayor of Cloud City still. Yeah, he could just be like a Rob Ford-like mayor.
Doing cocaine.
Okay. Well, let us know what you think in the comments below. You probably just dislike the video and everything and fucking be like, these fucking pieces of shit, they don't know what they're talking about. Fuck Lando. But who cares? Fuck you.
Hashtag where's Lando?
Yeah. That's my new catchphrase, by the way.
What the whole...
Fuck you.
Oh, okay.